Now, Photoshop costs money. It costs like $29 a month. And in this module, I want to show you how you can create a thumbnail inside of CapCut, which is a video editing software. So this way, you don't have to pay for Photoshop and you don't have to pay for Canva. You only have to pay for CapCut, where you can make the videos and you can also make the thumbnails. It's actually a very cool trick. So the first thing we need is a background for our thumbnail. So here's how I do it. Over here on the top left where it says text, click on text and click add default text. It's going to add this default text on our screen. What we want to do is delete the text. So delete default text and type in this line on your keyboard. It's basically these lines on your keyboard, right? Write just one line and then increase the font size of this line to the max, just like that. Over here on the timeline, right click on it and create a compound with it. So we've transformed this text into a video basically, right? So now click on the video itself, go over here to the top right where it says video, click on it, and again scale it, increase the scale of it to the max, just like that. And then on the screen, go with your mouse and position this white line, which is now like a huge white line, in the middle of the screen. And we've just created a white background inside of CapCut. Now, CapCut doesn't let us create solid objects or basically doesn't let us paint or whatever. But what I like to do is use the text tool to create a white background, to create objects. It's actually a cool trick. So using the text, we've created a white background. Now, let me show you how to create a thumbnail. Let's say I've generated this image. So let me put an image. Let's say I've generated this image with ChatGPT and I also generated this image. I'm going to drag and drop the image on the timeline on top of the background, just like this, right? And as you can see, we have a problem. This image has a white background, but it's actually yellowish. So if I zoom in a little bit, we will see the difference. Our background is white. This image has a yellowish background. Here's how you fix it. Click on the image with the character. Go over here to the top right where it says remove background and click auto removal. As we can see, it auto removed the background. Now what I want to do is save this effect on the image. So go back to the timeline, to the image, right click and create a compound with it. Now we can move the image around, increase the scale of it and place it wherever we want, just like that. Now take the other image, this one for example, put it on top of this image. And as we can see, this one also has a white background that is actually a little bit yellowish. We're going to be removing it the same way. Make sure you have the image selected. Go over here to the top right where it says remove background and auto removal. And as you can see, it removed the background. We can increase the size of it. Oh no, if you increase the size of it, you watch what happens. It screws with the effect. So that is why after you've selected auto removal, what you want to do is go to the timeline, right click and create a compound with your image, right? So now the effect is permanent. So now we can move around the image, the character, increase the size of it, and let's place it over here, right? And let's say we want to add some text. So over here where it says text, click on text, add default text again, change the color to whatever color you want. You can go red, you can go black. I'm going to go black with this one. Change the font. I'm going to use this font. There's tons of fonts you can choose from. To change the position of the text, you can move it around just like this. And I'm going to write over here, let's say day 1, just like that. And now I want to duplicate the text. So I'm going to right click on the text on the timeline and click copy. And then on top of the timeline with my cursor, I'm going to right click and click paste, just like that. And now we have the exact same text on top of each other. If we select this new duplicated text on the screen with the mouse, we can move it around. So I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to type day, I don't know, 67, just like that. And let me position it somewhere nicer, just like that. Let's position this one somewhere nicer over here. Let's position this character actually here because day 1 should be happy, right? And then let's position this character over here. And there we go. We've just created a thumbnail. Now, in order to save this thumbnail, all you have to do is go over here to these 3 dots or 3 lines and make sure your timeline pin is on this part where everything appears, where the background appears, these 2 characters appear, and the text appears. Because if your timeline pin is here, you're going to save only this as your thumbnail. So make sure your timeline pin is over here. Now, go to these 3 lines over here, click on it, and click Export Still Frames. and then click export. As you can see, this is going to save exactly this frame on your video as a photo, which is going to be the thumbnail for your YouTube video. And basically by doing this, you can create tons of thumbnails.